But they started out not going directly into the arena, Brian. They started out with a cold open, a package, an interview with the plumber, John Moxley, and his crew in the back of a pickup truck riding around. Apparently, they were just going around in circles in the parking lot of whatever arena they shot it in, because every once in a while, when they drove by what apparently was a group of fans, they would cheer a little bit, standing out in the chilly California night. But Moxley recites again lines from whatever movie or movies that he's been watching and studying, that are like indie underground cinema. And it sounds like something, the words as they come out, it sounds like something until it ends up never making any sense overall or really explaining anything. But it's the some of the most wonderful verbiage that
Oh, yeah.
anybody's ever used to not say anything.
He's like a barfly Bray Wyatt. Nonsense. Just talks nonsense. Clearly, it's based on him wanting to be an actor. I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be. The
So
pickup
if
truck.
you're
Whose idea was the pickup truck? By the way, what does Jack Perry think about that? Hey, Jack,
Oh,
can you sit down? Moxley's decided he wants to have a vehicle they drive to every show in now, and it's going to be a pickup truck. Is that okay with you?
well, but the thing is, you never see the front of the pickup truck. You only see these bunch of stooges in the back of it. Whereas you never see the back of Jack Perry's bread truck. You only see the front. So they probably got a, I'll just stick to your ass and you stick to my front type of thing.
I don't know. But this Moxley thing, when I
But
was waiting for something to make it better, the pickup truck, their new mode of transportation. Because that's the other thing that's funny about the whole thing. Moxley's this philosophical white national. I'm not exactly sure what the gimmick is, but it's also, he can afford a bus. You know what I mean? He's making millions. The whole idea that, like, even with Darby, like, everyone's like still down and out. No one's like, yeah, I'm rich. I'm rich as fuck. I can do whatever I want. That should be, I mean, that's part of the Moxley thing. He's acting like he's some street guy. He's making millions.
yeah, well, and they're showing the B-roll of the Danielson murder plot from the pay-per-view while he's doing this promo, and he puts over, AEW was the place where everybody could come to be the best. This was the dream. And wrestling gave me everything, and I want that for other people. So now is he is he a fucking sympathetic, empathetic heel or a baby face or what the fuck? And he starts saying, there's 150 wrestlers on the roster with big fat paychecks. Where are they supposed to go? What? I hate what AEW has become. Egos are out of control. All the dancing and the partying. Well, I'll burn down the forest to plant anew when I'm not sentimental. Is this angle? Is the story of this that Moxley is mad at Tony Khan's shitty booking? Or
No, I think it's going to be like Fight Club. Moxley's actually fighting himself. He's mad at all the spoiled, rich millionaires who are lazy and selfish with big egos and bad ideas. Turns out he's been punching himself in the mirror.
and
Claudio, make sure you rent a truck.
I'm thinking that maybe Renee is trying to do the thing. Have you heard where the wife slowly poisons the husband over a period of time to try to avoid detection?
How come there isn't a babyface who, when they're interviewed, goes, hey, Renee, before I answer that question, what the fuck? Like, what's up with you and your fucking husband?
Well, yeah, well, that would,
He's beating up everyone in the company, and you're just standing here like nothing's going on? Like, you're not going to go back to his room tonight?
That would be too obvious to ask a guy's wife why that he was doing all the things he's doing and beating up me and everybody else that she's talking to.
They should announce that they're separated.
Well, there you go.
In character, right? That would make sense.
They ought to pull the old John Laurinaitis and Kathy Bella thing. The Bella, well, I guess that, although that's not a work.
Right, that would get people talking. You know, it doesn't have to be real. Renee, I want to talk about your husband. Well, actually, I don't approve of any of this, and we're in the midst of a divorce.
Yes. I can't explain what's going through his mind.
Every time I want to be intimate, he runs around with this stone-faced Moldovan girl.
And yeah, what about when Renee has to interview Marina Shafir? What's going to happen?
Yeah. Well, let's hope Marina Shafir's not doing any Shafir, not Shafir. Let's hope she's not doing any interviews anytime soon. They found a role that requires her not to talk.
Will Renee have to climb up in the pickup truck to interview this group, or do you think they're going to be smart enough to keep them apart at least?
Man, she's on every one of these shows in like a flowery dress and dressing like it's her Oscar night. Like every week's a fancy outfit. Meanwhile, her husband's showing up in his green pants and doing this whole thing. And we're supposed to ignore the fact that they're to get the interview. Like, it could be like a segment after he jumps the entire locker room. And then it's like, let's go to the remarkable. And then she's in the back doing some hammy interview.
She looks like she's gone to the prom. He looks like he's just climbed out a pump in a septic tank.
That's my thing.
Anyway, he closes the thing up. We'll do what has to be done. If you're not with us, run while you can. Get out of the way. What is the new paradigm? You work for me now. That was his closing line. You work for me now. What did I say to you, Brian, on the very last program that we did? There ain't gonna be no Shane McMahon in this, because Moxley is not gonna come up with or approve or participate in a goddamn deal where he's not the boss. And I think I even said that, where he's not running things, where he's not the boss. And his exact words were here, you work for me now. He is a delusional.
For no good reason. I've given no reason at all. Just accept these stupid ideas I have.
He is a delusional fuck. He thinks he's a badass. He thinks he's a great wrestler. He thinks he's some kind of goddamn Orson Welles as an actor. And he thinks he's a superstar. And he's not going to... Have you noticed that now he used to just not sell because his work was bad? But now he's shrugging shit off when grown men do it to him and just not even registering it. And because he thinks this is going to be the thing that turns the company around. You can tell this is the big angle. He's finally said, fuck it. It's fallen on my shoulders. I'm going to have to save this thing and my star power.
Well, the bigger issue, and we'll see how this plays out, from what we've seen, there's a good percentage of the AEW fan base that is diminishing. It's a smaller fan base now than it was. They're into it. They think this is great. The problem is there's an equally big, if not bigger audience at this point who think this is some wannabe bootleg NWO with bad acting and bad dialogue. It's not connecting. Again, it didn't connect with those people in Tacoma. They didn't leave saying, let's get tickets for the next show. That was the last thing on anyone's mind. When can we come back and see more of this? So I don't know. This has a chance to be the thing, especially because it's going to be the thing to drive the Bucks to be babyface again. So then they're thinking, it's going to end up being the Bucks and Kenny and whoever have to save AEW, have to step up from Moxley and the Green Card Express or whatever the fuck his team is.
Now with Useless.
It's Wednesday. You know what time it is.
You know, they say that all podcasters are created equal. But you look at me, you look at everyone else, and you see that statement, it's not true. See, normally, if you go one-on-one on an episode, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic podcasting freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% chance at best to beat me. Yeah. And then you add someone else to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, you got a 33 and 1/3 chance of winning, but I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because they know they can't beat me and they're not even going to try. So you take your 33 and 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 1/8 and a 1/3 chance of winning in the mWo arena. But then you take my 75% chance of winning if we were to go one-on-one, and then you add the 66 and 2/3%. I got a 141 and 2/3 chance of winning. See, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you in the mWo arena. Let's watch the show. Yeah. What's happening, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Mike Thunder Era. Almost at number 50. Yeah. But before we get started, right, I just want to take a quick moment to give a special shout out to our first official sponsor on the show. That's right. mWo finally has a sponsor. So please give it up for our sponsor on the show that you will see us plug in every time we do matches and an episode. It's been brought to you officially by Winchester Discount Auto. Live, life, and out loud. I mean, live life out loud. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. But at Winchester Discount Auto, they turn your dreams into reality, offering unparalleled comfort on the go, whether you're seeking specific luxury items or simply passing by the storefront. Stop in to visit their dedicated sales and installation teams, and they'll make sure you feel like you're meeting your new best friends. And their mission is to work tirelessly to exceed your every expectation, delivering a level of customer service you can only get from a proven industry leader. And as they say over at the WDA, it's where auto is more than just a sound. It's an experience. Yeah. Shout out to the people over at Winchester Discount Audio. I promise next time I'll do a better introduction, but I got so excited from the logo and the announcement. Appreciate you guys. So whenever you see any segment we have on mWo, you look on the top screen right there and you see their logo every time. Yeah. But don't get it twisted. We still got our sponsor PNN, the Pro Nut Network, because that's what keeps the stream going. So that being said, let's go ahead and get down to business. Joining the arena right now, we got our co-host, our homeboy. You know him, you love him. And according to a certain North African chick, you can't live without him. Give it up for Mr. Latin Larry Page, the mWo Snoozerweight champion, Mr. I San Po. Yeah.
What's going on? First and foremost, let me say shout out to you now. Getting that fucking your new name now moving forward is gonna be M&T, because it's Mike Thunder. But also because I gotta be extra with it because it's just the New York in me. Your new name is M&T Bank. Now that you got this Winchester money, and also too, a useless fact: they've been around since '83. The irony of that is the fact that the Baltimore Orioles won the World Series that year. So I know that's not much of a connect, but I just thought of it as a reach of I call the whole DMV shit overall.
Yeah, it's a connect. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, so I don't know how it's a reach, but you get my language overall.
Oh yeah.
And then also quick things before we let's talk about that. I'm gonna trash talk the beginning, the intro show, the pre-show.
Yo.
What was that?
So there's a current storyline going on in All Elite Wrestling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So John Moxley is basically taking on this American History X type gimmick with the shave head, the white shirt, and the green pants. Yeah. He's basically recreating that on AEW. Okay. And he recently won the world championship, making him the only 4-time champion of the belt. But he's basically saying he's tired of how AEW is turning into crappy, flippy, floppy wrestling.
You said that too a few times. I think we skipped a few events just because you said something. Oh, wait, I'm not putting much in your mouth. I remember you saying something along that line. If I'm wrong, please correct me. I don't want the viewers saying, that my statement is 100% accurate.
Oh no, mine's is because fucking copywriters, so I can only do AEW shows at a later time, like the replays and shit. I can't play it live.
Got you.
Yeah.
But seeing that pre-show, I'm gonna tell you this right now. That was the most boring shit ever. The talk sounded like AM radio. The host looked like a bootleg David Letterman. The fucking girl looked like Ike from South Park that grown up as a transsexual, and the mechanic looked like a fucking molester.
So check this out, right? So if you heard the whole thing, then you get the whole point of the cartoon.
I couldn't. It was so dry. Like I'd rather watch the SNL.
Well, that's because he's basically talking about what's going on in wrestling. I think if you know the storyline of what's going on, then you would probably be more tapped into it. But
it's the delivery. It's the delivery, because there's shit that I'm not intrigued with, but your delivery will make it more intriguing. But I guess that's just personal. That's just me. I can't speak for no one else.
I get it.
You told me about like shit from like the 80s and shit, or like rappers, wrestlers I don't even give a fuck about, but the delivery of it's more intriguing, I guess. Like I said, I'm listening to AM 60.
I got you. So
if you're from New York, you know what I'm talking about.
So the references they make, Jim Cornette, probably one of the greatest managers of all time from his era. And he is like the wrestling historian. So that's why his stuff's kind of dry.
So he's an old motherfucker. Okay.
But it's basically where 90% of the information that keeps me up to date is through Jim Cornette, because he's that nigga. I'll give him that credit.
He sounds like a fucking politician. Vote for Jim Cornette. Voting, let's make wrestling great again. Vote for Jim Cornette this November.
He's the exact opposite.
No, I know. I'm just the name sound like a white dude from like Crystal City or whatever, something Falls or whatever by you.
Nah, he's more Fairfax, yuppie town.
You know that shit better than me. I'm just using references from the shit you told me.
Ashburn is like the rich yuppie families.
Ash Elbow. Talking about VA.
Hold up, before we get there, just let me finish, because before I forget. So the reference you saw in the cartoon, right? So the guy dressed up like the janitor, that they're talking about John Moxley, because the way he looks coming down to the ring, he looks like he's a janitor ready to clean the toilets. So that's why when listening to the show, and Kip probably be the only guy in the group that gets it, but they always use a lot of they always use a lot of references of John Moxley being called the janitor. So his wife, Renee Paquette, who used to be Renee Young in WWE, she's Canadian. So that's why it shows him holding the chick that looked like Ike from South Park, because that's how South Park stereotypes how all the Canadians look, male or female, with the flapping heads. So
Yeah,
that's
but you
basically what it is. But they were
we
saying that
Mhm.
she acts like her character has nothing to do with John Moxley, even though everybody knows they've been married in real life for almost the past decade. But it's the fact that she sells what he does on the show. And like, we know that's your husband. So that's where the references of saying they look like they go to the prom, because she dresses every episode like a white girl going to the prom. But what they're saying is the storylines are too dry to where, they need to have someone say, hey, why the fuck is your husband doing all this and you ain't doing nothing about it? It worked in WWE. It can work in AEW. However, that promotion, despite having certain good wrestling matches, how they book shit is so stupid. Now we basically got a remake. We basically got 2024 Higher Learning on AEW.
Gotcha.
Because what's so funny about it? All of the factions that are coming after John Moxley's group, they're all the black factions. Recently it was Top Flight. No, recently it was Private Party, a black tag team. Now they're currently going after Top Flight, an all black group. You know what I'm saying?
Very limited, but I thank God I never act like I'm a fucking Wikipedia of wrestling. Thank God I never ever had the balls to do that, because we're so stupid right now.
Not really.
No, I'm talking about people who act like they know something, and then when you actually ask in-depth questions, and they look like a fucking deer in headlights. Yeah, that's probably one of the most embarrassing things in the world.
It's because they don't have that dog in them. I don't know what it is.
You just not true enough to be able to stay in your lane, or just say fuck it, I don't know about it. Like, you might know one or two things that's probably a wow factor, but that's where the story ends. You see that shit so many times. And I'm sure you dealt with it when it came down to wrestling. Somebody's talking about, oh yeah, I was 4 years old. I went to fucking In Your House in 1984, and I blah blah blah. And then you start asking them some shit, and they'll be like, oh, like they got a dick in their butt.
I'm just saying, it's like at the other opening when I was doing Thunder Math. Say all men are created equal. But you look at me and you see that statement's not true.
Yeah, talking about that real quick before I forget, because I'm Joe Biden's age now. When I heard that, you must have been listening to fucking Scott Steiner on repeat. Because I swear to God, I feel like you was chilling with that motherfucker like before you hopped on. Because you was on some like some big booty bandit type shit or something. When he talks like that rhythm, that workflow, that's the fuck you sound like. I'm like, exactly.
Listen, it's not a hurricanrana, it's Frankenstein.
It's a wrestling move that Mexicans do a lot.
Yeah, but he started it.
I can't picture his fucking muscle ass like doing some fucking flips and shit. Like, I know he does. Obviously, I know that. I'm just being retarded with it.
No, I get it, because you're used to Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, and I grew up with.
Yes, I know you grew up with him when he had black hair.
Oh no, I was gonna say. No, I was gonna say. I was gonna say. You're an asshole. I was gonna say.
I'm just being factual though.
I know, but I'm laughing because it caught me off guard. No, I was gonna say back when he looked like AC Slater on steroids, but no, Scott Steiner back in the day, That dude was doing Frankensteiners, and he used to do this one move where he grabbed you like it looked like he's going for a scoop slam, and then he does like a standing shooting star press while holding the guy in the scoop slam position. But every time he does it, he ends up spiking his head every time in the mat. And I'm like, you need to quit that shit before you break your neck.
Yo, looking at his old pictures right now, why he look like he could be a cast member of Full House?
Yo, chill. It was the mullet, man.
Yo, I'm gonna send you a clip. Yo, he really like he could have been a cast member of Full House. I swear to God, this picture right here on Google. Going to Facebook. Tell me he like Joey Gladstone.
Hold on, let me see this shit. Let me see this shit. I gotta see this. I was about to say, where did you send it at?
I just sent it in the private chat. On here.
Oh, in the private chat. Oh, I thought you sent it on the gram.
No. I'm trying to make it easier for us tonight.
Oh, look, man, I got everything.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yo. Hey, yo.
Tell me you.
He looked like he's about to go downstairs and be like, "Hi, Dad." It's like, how was school today? But I've ever since like middle school, I was a big Scott Steiner guy, and then loved his stuff in TNA, and then obviously being a big Braun Breaker fan. Yeah, I've always been tapped into Scott Steiner. So this isn't the first time I did Thunder Math on the show. The first time I did Thunder Math was on the episode I did, the very first COVID Mike Teen episode, which is the most downloaded episode on Spotify and Apple. Thank you. But yeah, I use that same thing with Thunder Map, but it was me talking about surviving COVID. So
nice.
Yeah, I've always been a Scott Steiner mark.
No, I fuck with him too.
Basically, a chunk of Mike Thunder is. It's like, okay, if we're talking wrestling personalities rolled up into one, you pretty much got superstar Billy Graham, you got Hulk Hogan, you got Randy Savage, you got Keiji Muto, Japanese wrestler, and then you got Scott Steiner. You roll all of that up, and you got Mike Thunder. Motherfucker.
Interesting. Where's 11?
Actually, 11 is backstage. We're about to bring him on.
Oh, so you better bring his black ass out.
Whoa, bring his black ass in. Give it up for our homeboy.
It ain't even like that.
Whoa. Hold on, homie.
It's my guy.
You know we gotta give him the intro, though.
Of course. That's what I'm saying. Bring his black ass on. Get your whatever guy's name.
I was, but you gotta shh.
No, I won't.
Shh. We let you have your intro. Let him have his. By the way, nice photo. But
ain't going nowhere. It's breast cancer awareness month too. It is. For the tetas. TB. $87, I love you.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Eddie. Damn it, I said
what? I'm speaking the truth, right?
You're basically the R-Truth on the show. R-Truth always make everybody break character on TV.
That's
But
like Chris Rock and me and the Andrew show.
Oh shit. Well, anywho, give it up for our homeboy, the Iron Chef of the DMV, the master of the fried chicken style. Give it up for our homeboy, Newport's favorite guide when making a purchase. Sponsored by Hennessy one day, D11.
Yeah.
Black Action Bronson.
This nigga said Black Action Bronson.
That's right.
Yeah, the summer love happened underneath the boardwalk. You know what I'm
Whoa.
saying? That's that Bronson shit. Northern and
I know, but it just caught me off guard with it. I was like, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying, dog.
I ate some food off the taco truck in front of my building, and I gotta be ready to go take a deuce at a moment's notice.
Oh,
Dude.
shit.
Yo, you ever felt like when you take a shit, like you feel so much better?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I remember this one time I ate some fucking food, right? And I knew how to take a shit so bad that my muscles, after I finished taking that shit, it felt like it just had a workout. Like, you know, when you finish lifting weights and shit and your arms feel relieved from that pain? That's exactly what I felt like. Whew.
That's one hell of a feeling.
Yeah, I know. I still think the worst one I ever had was when it was back in 2019. I went to Sonic. I had like some milkshake or something, and I'm lactose intolerant, so my dumb ass don't give a fuck. I had to take a shit, yo. Man, and like, you know, like when you on the road, you gonna try to peep to see if it was a shit or a fart. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
You gotta let a little bit out to see what's going on.
Yeah, you gotta like sample it. So like I'm driving. I'm driving. I'm on the west side. No, not the west side. I'm on FDR. That's the east side Manhattan, the thing, right? I feel I'm like, oh shit. What I did, I pulled over. I had like a fucking a C-Town bag. That's like one of the Spanish supermarkets and shit. Man, I let that shit go. I'm like, oh damn. I see that shit, man. That shit like a fucking mud or something, man. Whew. Thank God I had wipes in there too. Because the guy was fucking when she had a newborn or something.
Smart man.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's dangerous right there, dog. One day I stayed home from night school because of that type of shit right there, man.
Oh man,
you know what's the DR?
Ooh,
from man. The antibiotics. You feel me?
Listen, you thought Bush and Obama were dropping bombs? Woo! They ain't got shit on me, man.
Man, ask Mike about his day.
So it was good, man. How was your day?
Oh man, it was good. It was really good. Hey, we gotta say that for Twitch. Can't look. Can't do,
hey, all right. All right, so we're gonna go Nick Cannon now, and then we'll go Cannon later.
We go Nick Cannon now because it's YouTube, but then we go Robin Harris second hour.
Word. Oh, talking about that 11, right?
Yeah.
I told Mike about this. So, question. How long have you worked at McDonald's for back in the day?
Damn. 2000 and then when I moved back home. I moved back home in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like the end of 2011 to about 2016, like 5 years.
Okay, all right. So you definitely qualify for this shit right here. So, right, all right. We're not jumping into politics shit. Obviously, just a quick that makes me laugh. Donald Trump was at McDonald's in PA, right? But prior to that, there was an ex-cook, right, at McDonald's saying that he's gonna fuck up the fries. He's an ex-chef, according to the New York Post. I thought it was fucking hilarious. So I want to know, since you've been working for Ray Kroc, right, the founder of McDonald's for half a decade, how difficult is it to fucking make fries properly on a scale of 1 to 10? And you can go below 1 and you can go over 10.
Am I including human error or machine error, or just the basis of the average?
Just the fundamentals, because I mean, me and Mike know it doesn't take much, honestly. But I want the person who's been employed by who worked with Grimace and the crew.
It's like a 2, but not everybody makes good fries.
No, I hear you. I hear that.
But it's like a 2 on a difficulty scale. Not hard at all.
I just thought it was hilarious that someone actually came out and tried to say that you're not going to cook fries right when it's really not that hard. If you can turn a microwave on, you can cook McDonald's fries.
I'll put it to you like this with the fries. All right, so when it comes to cooking the fries, you put them bitches in the basket, you hit a button, and you dump them bitches in the grease.
Exactly.
But I tell you this. You gotta know when to take them Jones out. Sometimes that timer and that grease don't be hot enough to cook them fries, man, or it's too hot for them fries. You gotta pull them Jones.
Yeah, but I mean, it's McDonald's. This is not Benihana's or Roof Chris. You can expect so much from $2 fries.
I'll say the hardest thing to make at McDonald's is the round eggs for breakfast.
Damn, I haven't had that. Well, talking about that's crazy too. That they fucking there's like an outbreak out of nowhere now with E. coli.
Yeah, on the quarter pounder meat. 10 different states.
And one person died. Let them rest in peace. Sadly.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I didn't read the full article.
I just saw the headline of it. That's all. I get emails of like news and shit from like Forbes and all that stuff. So I saw it real quick. Very interesting. Let me see. What the fuck was that, Mike?
That was the move I was telling you about that Scott Steiner used to do.
That shit is fucking fly as hell.
Yeah, but he stopped doing it because he used to spike himself on the head sometimes.
That nigga got too many muscles now. His ass can't do it. He probably knocked himself out by accident.
He's not as athletic as he once was, man.
Oh, no, this was the clip I sent. That was from 92.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know the move you talking about he did from the top rope.
No, this ain't from the top rope. This is the moonsault body slam.
The standing moonsault body slam?
And he would always spike himself on the head. I mean, shit.
Crazy. Like that was like the way he just flipped back was crazy. Man.
I mean, shit. There's a clip out there of Scott Steiner attempting a 450 splash. He didn't make it, but he attempted. That shit's crazy. He's like, it's not a hurricanrana, it's Frankenstein.
It's a freaking Frankenstein. It ain't a hurricanrana, mean Gene.
You know, one thing I hated when I worked at fast food back in the day was when you made the fries, but you couldn't give the people who had sodium issues or whatever, you couldn't put salt on them or some shit like that. I'm like, man, what the fuck you coming in here for, unhealthy ass?
You know, the trick is that's how they get the fresh joints though.
Yeah, exactly, because that's what I do. If I want fresh fries, I say no salt.
Then ask for salt packets.
But then I've learned from certain McDonald's that doesn't always work because they'll end up giving you some half-cooked fries.
I would. Fuck you. You're not going to try to make my work hard. I'm getting paid 50 cents an hour.
Oh, it's the time underneath the ground. They're trying to get you out of there to keep a good time up so they can get funding for the McDonald's through the the corporation.
Shit, there's a clip out there of Scott Steiner doing a reverse Frankensteiner.
Talking about one more thing at McDonald's. Did you ever hear about that dumbass lady who fucking got burnt because she put the cup between her legs?
What the fuck?
And actually, I remember seeing a document about it like 10 years ago. Like, she got money off of it. And the thing is, too, like, McDonald's they were ODing with the water. Like, that shit was dumb high. It was like Arizona type, like in the middle of July type shit, like 120 degrees or whatever. But the thing is, too, why the fuck your dumbass would put hot coffee between your legs?
Stupid.
Very.
But the thing is too, like you saw, I saw like the pictures of from the hospital, whatever you want to call the medical records, right? And it earned to the point that you saw the flesh of her legs and shit.
Mm.
She won mad money, but like I said, she's a dumbass. Yeah, you're right. 87. She did get a good amount, but she's still stupid.
Let know about it.
Yeah, it was like a documentary and shit overall. And you know what's crazy too? Do you remember the back in the day? Because we all old heads. Sky wasn't born for this. Remember the Monopoly shit?
Yeah.
Monopoly scandal.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yup, this nigga with the way he executed that was fucking genius. He like, he was like, for example, if I had the $1 million ticket, I'm gonna give it to you, but hit me up with 100K type. I forgot how he got caught, but that shit was that shit like
brother had some of them joints or something.
It was, man. That shit was crazy. It was perfectly executed. I think greed is what got to him, them, or whatever the do is.
Working at McDonald's, man, it's hard to pinpoint where those pieces going at nowadays.
Do they still do the Monopoly thing?
I'm not even sure. I think they stopped it because everybody knew it was just a ruse. Nobody ever really won anything of significance.
Damn, that's another good movie you shared with us, Mike.
What's that? Oh, yeah, the reverse Frankensteiner.
Mm-hmm. It looks so weird of him doing that.
It's a reverse Frankensteiner, not Hurricane.
But he's still alive, right?
Oh yeah, he was put in the Hall of Fame this past year. Him and his brother.
Football too.
Well, I know his son because we watched a couple of his stuff numerous times.
Oh no! His son plays football. We're not Braun Breaker, Rick Steiner's son. We talking about Scott Steiner's son.
Steiner's son. Steiner's son.
Well, one of them motherfuckers we saw.
And he look, he wears the same getup as his dad. That shit is hilarious.
They from didn't they play for? Aren't they from Georgia?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Georgia Bulldogs, if I'm not mistaken.
Were they built from Detroit in WWE?
That's because they're so WCW. They said Bay City, Michigan, and then later on Detroit. When they were in WWE, they were pushing that Detroit gimmick to where they came out to a remake of their college alma mater.
Okay.
I tried to look up Scott Steiner or whatever. I think I probably misspelled it. Man, we got some motherfucker who look like Mark Zuckerberg but Asian.
Oh shit!
He got like one picture of Hogan. Yeah, and the rest is all political shit. Like, I'm good. Mayor. Oh, he's a mayor. He's from Idaho. There's nothing in there. He's a carnivore, a gym climber, a gym rat, work travel, and a skydiver. Oh yeah, you tell me you're white without saying you're white.
Look! Don't look. Sky ain't gonna end up showing up being all like, guys, I don't think that's true because you know.
Bro, I don't think that's true. Just for the simple fact that blah 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 and blah 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 and hang ten. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep with you.
I'm just saying, like, sometimes it be like that.
Mm-hmm.
It really do, like, no lie.
I'm so happy that our homeboy finally lost his virginity this morning.
Who lost their virginity this morning?
Sex and breakfast. Go look at our group chat on him. Sex and breakfast.
I'm not scrolling up.
Like this guy loves Latin America. Like black people love Obama. Oh, Whitney Houston loves crack.
Damn, that's a lot of love.
I know.
That's a lot of love.
Man, what?
That's a whole lot of love.
I know.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, to be like that, that's a lot of fucking love. Like,
I know you got a player. You thought he was the ambassador of that fucking country. It makes me laugh. I'm like, all right, cool. We got it.
I mean, you could be right.
All right, look. It's one thing you love it, right? It's cool. But to the point to be over obsessed, to the point that there's no room for downside or something, take it easy. Relax. I love blonde hair, blue eyed women, but I ain't gonna be like they're all the best in the world.
Nah, I agree with you, I Sample.
You
You
know what I'm saying?
can't
Like,
do that.
you want that leg room for human error. If that makes any type of sense. I use the wrong type of words, but you know what the fuck I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, man. You can't put all your eggs in the basket looking at something like that.
No, no, you can, but when just because you had beginner's luck with one does not make them all.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. But I love Dominican women, but that doesn't mean every fucking Dominican girl is Dominican. She's, you know what I'm saying? She's top tier.
Do they make mofongo?
Yeah, they do. I had to think about that for a minute.
You know, it's funny. So my coworker earlier was talking about wanting to go to an African restaurant,
Mhm.
and I'm like, why?
What part?
Like
There's certain parts that they don't even eat.
West Africa, and I'm like, really? You want to go to one of those places and be like, can I get some umfufu and all that? And they're like, nah, that's not what they be having. They be eating healthy and all that. And I'm like, really? So I ended up showing them those videos of that Indian family.
Indian family.
Not Indian, but African family that be like, Bismillah.
I know what he's talking
And
about. It's like an African dude, and I think it's a chick or another dude. He be fucking the food up. He ate it like a stone crab with the shell on. Fuck that joint up.
I mean, I don't know if you remember back in the 90s, there were like a certain parts, unfortunately, like I said, I'm not making fun of it, it's just a fact. Remember that ugly bitch with the curly blonde hair? That she'd be like, we need your donations. And it's like little Tyrone that's starving as hell. You can see his rib cages.
I don't know nothing about that, Mike.
I know what you're talking about because they be doing that with the dog commercials
Yeah,
where
yeah, now,
you
yeah,
hear
like,
that Sarah McLachlan track.
Oh, goddamn feed the children joint.
Yeah, Sally
Yeah.
Struthers.
there you
That's
go.
who I
You know what's
remember.
crazy? Yo, do you remember? Did you ever see the Living Color version of it?
Yeah.
That shit had me dying. This bitch is eating and everything, and you see like fucking Matumbo or fucking Julio getting all pissed and shit.
Matumbo.
What was her name again? Sally what?
Sally Struthers.
That
I'm
was
gonna
the
find
South
that bitch
Park
on
version
YouTube.
when she was real fat, like fucking what's homeboy name from Star Wars? I know y'all
I
never seen
don't know.
Star Wars.
I
Look at that.
never
For
was a
60
Star
cents,
Wars
for
fan.
65 cents a day, you could feed fucking Julio and the village of Columbia.
And I'm like, show me where that's at so I can eat.
Damn, that bitch big.
You know what I'm saying?
Shelby Struthers don't play.
Damn, like she related to somebody that we know.
Big Daddy Mark.
No, the rest leches.
Oh, this joint that think they pretty,
Oh yeah,
but
the
they
one that
really
you.
just
Yeah.
Yeah.
she look like a baked potato with sour cream, chives, and bacon on
Yo,
that bitch.
You
yo,
stupid for
she
that.
couldn't even fit in a Pokeball.
So check this out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they talking about, the whole African food. So I sent them a clip of that African family that be eating, right? And it was a 4-minute clip. She sat there and looked so disgusted. So Like she was shut off from it. Like, I don't know how I feel about this. I said, but you want to know how to eat like that, right? And they'd be like, Daddy. They'd be like, halalala, halalala. And then they'd be like, Bismillah. And yo, we was all acting a fool in our corner at work this morning, all
Oh, you know.
because of a topic that started with African food.
I'll never forget. You remember how Comic View was the shit? I don't care what no one says.
I
That
love
shit.
Comic View.
They said I remember one time I was watching it, and they were like, "We're gonna go to Ethiopian restaurant." And we're like, "Why you gonna go there?" And they basically, I'm butchering it, but in a nutshell, like they don't eat nothing. So what's the point of going to that restaurant?
You right though.
I mean, I don't know.
No, I'm just saying you right though.
Mm-hmm.
What is the point if you know?
That's like going to Cuba. Cuba got the worst fucking shitty ass food.
But yeah, there's so many Cuban restaurants in Miami.
Yeah, because they have money to get the shit. That's why. You go to Cuba, you getting like leftover shit. Like fucking, I just found out that like Hankton out here, right? All right, good. Yeah, Cuba was out of power for like almost a good 10 hours.
Nah, bro.
Nah, bro. See, what happened was the fact that Mayor Adams from Family Guy is the reason why behind that, bro. And the party that he supports is this made up one, bro. You gotta stop watching the news, bro. But then he sends you a clip on Instagram.
This really happened, bro.
Yeah. Yo, that South Park shit had me dying.
The South Park Sally Struthers.
No, not South Park. No, there was a thing I found online. I threw it in our group chat. It was like this old man who's having he's having a midlife crisis. So he was like, basically he's acting like a fucking like a millennial Gen Z or whatever the fuck it is, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, he's so sensitive. But he's an old guy acting like someone that's like 20 years old. And the fact that he said bruh at the end of it, and that's like Hankton's go-to, that shit had me dying.
Nah, bro.
Nah,
I
bro.
say bro. I don't say bro. I say bro. I guess.
Oh, you know what? It was fucking Family Guy. Hold on, Family Guy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Don't do me like that, bro.
Yeah, bro.
By the way, shout out to Mr. Washi Washi, yo. Man, if I ever had a Chinese cleaner, if I had a dry cleaner by me that was like Mr. Washi Washi, I'd be so cool.
Shit, we got 2 of those in Woodbridge.
You got a whole bunch. I hear you on the phone. Oh my thunder, how are you? How are you? You're closed, yeah. You bring it now, you come back tomorrow at 3 p.m. You pay cash, you get 10% discount. Cause you know you debit card, you know I gotta cut the fee. But I like you. I waive fee now.
You gonna waive the fee now? You just
I waive fee. Don't worry about it. I waive fee. I give you 2% off. You come back next time, I get 20% off.
He's not lying.
And tell your friend, tell all your other friend, your black friend to come to Mr. Washi Washi. I give them
that's so true.
I get a reparation.
And because of that, I purposely bring them the niggas that be out here acting like homeboy from the 5 Heartbeats.
Wow, the meltdown of Shannon from Lowered Expectation. He got no pussy, so he ended up running to crack.
Hey. Just remember, y'all. They do not bark. I don't eat it. Hi, I'm Shannon. Oh, sorry. I didn't notice the
I'm so stupid.
voice.
I spelled his name wrong. It's CHAIN.
Hi, I'm Shannon. And I would like to meet a woman that knows military history.
Hi. I'm TJ. I wear a ton. I take milk. I drink cow piss and use cow piss to clean my pussy. I'm an independent woman with 5 kids, with no father. I can bring a whole bunch of love to you, with no space.
This nigga.
So call me now. And yes, after my yes, homosexuals are allowed, but you have to leave every first of the month when the landlord comes in because we're publicly funded by Section 8. And I only accept guys whose name is Daquan, Trevon, Tyrone, or Jaheim. Maybe if you're Julio, but no Brads or Connors. I don't want 800 credit scores. I want 650 and below. To dial JT 500 pounds, aka Northern Rosie O'Donnell, press 1. Lower expectations.
This nigga said 500 pounds. Rosie O'Donnell.
Yo, I still can't get over the fact that Rosie O'Donnell got denied at the Diddy party.
Don't nobody want to do nothing with her.
No, listen, I don't think you was there for that. Were you, yo, Mike? Was he there for when I found out about her kids? No, you wasn't. You wasn't. I was trying to find out that she has like 5 kids, right? 2 of them were adopted, and 3 of them were like through a surrogate or something. No, 3 of them were sperm donors. You know how embarrassing that is? You got kids and no one fucked you for that?
I always thought she was a lesbian.
She is a lesbian to me still.
Rosie O'Donnell, man, that's nasty work, dog. I don't know nobody
Nigga,
even through with that.
Man, I am subscribing to fucking OnlyFans before I ever see the Rosie O'Donnell. Oh, you know what? Here's the one. You have no choice. If not, you're dead, right? You gotta fuck either Marcy Darcy or Rosie O'Donnell. Who you fucking?
Marcy Darcy.
I do the same thing with me. I'm fucking. Her name is Amanda something, but yeah, with no hesitation.
Amanda Sayers.
Yeah, something like that, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I would do it for the simple fact the only movie I found her attractive in was Fright Night.
I don't know outside of that, honestly.
That's the only movie she was attractive in.
Cool.
I assure you. I was like, she could actually get it.
What else is there?
I'm just saying it was looking that right.
Are we going over to Twitch? Because I actually found some stuff in news that I want to show. Damn, I haven't done the news in almost a month because of your beautiful vacation and your events and everything. I love it. I pretty much had this month off.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I'm being dead ass. Like when y'all had the event, right? Y'all talked about that. Then when you went to fucking Nebraska, and then last week we spoke about Nebraska.
Nebraska. You went to Nebraska, huh?
I was in Nebraska.
You out there with the Cornhuskers?
I was out there corn husking it up. I was being
the only biracial person there. Everybody is that the Squash Master? Is that Bigfoot?
No, it's a corn-fed meathead.
They saw his wrestling tour like, oh, he got a little cornbread with him. He got kids.
Mr. Mark Henry, look out, you guys.
Oh man, he must look like a Latino or something. He must like Mexican or one of them people from those Spanish channels. What something Mundo, the Telephone Mundo, whatever it is. Telemango, that's what it is. He's from Telemango.
Mount Kilimanjaro. I don't know about that. I'm gonna kill that man tonight, Jared.
He looks like a bear, so we might have to get the shotgun. You got some skinny crackhead look like me up there named fucking Wayne and shit. With red hair.
They gonna smoke Marlboro Red and have that bitch hanging.
Hey Wayne, hey, you wanna impress your cousin for her to like you? Go wrestle this human bear. We call him Bearskin. Wayne's all hype and shit, and especially he gets more hype because he sees you're a person of color. I'm gonna get that motherfucker now, yeah.
Oh shit.
talking about that. Tell me how I was working with a client yesterday, right? And the person's last name was Fugger.
Fugger?
Yes, I was dying so inappropriately. I had to
I would have looked.
dismiss myself.
I would have looked at him like, "Get back, Fugger."
Yeah. Again,
He called
shout
it
out
hard
to the
growing up.
new sponsor, man.
Fugger.
Oh, 11. Talking about that. His, you know what's funny? The people that he sponsored earlier today, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they started was when your team won the World Series, the Orioles.
What, in 2083?
No, the Winchester.
Yeah.
They started in '83, and I had Google search who won the World Series that year. It was the O's.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So those that are watching on YouTube, hour 1 is officially over. We're about to go ahead and make the move over to hour number 2 on Mike Thunder Era. So if you haven't yet, mosey on down to Twitch, and I'll see you there, because now we're about to play a clip that will also be seen exclusively on Twitch in 11 Vision.
Yeah.